Hey everybody, welcome to the newest horror haul. We've got a bunch of stuff here as per usual. I know I keep saying I'm going to slow down, but I bought a bunch of stuff. This is actually why I didn't even go to Half Price Books this weekend. I've been going every weekend for like the past couple months, but the last 2 weeks I decided not to go because I keep picking stuff up when I need to save money. So, before we get into the official haul, just gotta say, I got 10 books on Amazon and Kindle down below in the description, including the Christmas Morning Massacre, book 1 in my new slasher series. So check all this out, please, guys. It's in the description, and it'll allow me to keep buying more books and movies for future hauls. I don't even know where to begin. We've got a bunch of stuff. Of course, there's Half Price Book stuff. There's stuff from Barnes & Noble. There's stuff from Kino Lorber. There's stuff from, I checked out a new store called Disc Replay. Well, not a new store, but it's new to me. I've never been there before till recently. But I guess we'll just start right here with this H.P. Lovecraft Box Set. Of course, I already have all his books in one nice giant compendium I got from Barnes & Noble or Books A Million, can't remember. But I'm a sucker for a slipcase, and these are nice hardcovers, so I went ahead and picked this up, and it was only like $30 or so from Half Price Books. And then we got a big stack of movies here from, some of these right here are from Half Price Books, some of these are from Disc Replay. Starting off with The Blair Witch. I know what you're all thinking. Why did you buy DVD? Well, when I went to Disc Replay, all their Blu-rays were super expensive, way more expensive than Amazon. But all their DVDs were cheap. And I just felt, I'm here, I'm checking out this new store, I've got to buy something. So the DVDs were cheap, so I went ahead and picked that up. Went ahead and picked up Blair Witch 2 as well. And also, everyone laughed at me when I told my friends I picked this up, but got that House on Haunted Hill remake just because it was $5. Figured I could try it out for $5. And then we also got Ed Wood, which is at least I hear it's an awful movie, but then I've also heard people say it's a good movie. But I hear it's a movie about making movies, and I love those kind of movies, so I went ahead and picked that up as well. A couple things in here aren't really horror, like these next couple things. We got a double feature of Reservoir Dogs and Bad Lieutenant. I like Bad Lieutenant, but I've never seen Reservoir Dogs. Don't hate me for never seeing it. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cheap. $4.99 for this double feature, so picked it up. And this one right here was only like $2. We got a Martin Scorsese's The Departed, which I hear is really fantastic. I think I'll be watching this one relatively soon. So picked all that up. And then still from Half Price Books, we got Firestarter, which is the book I'm currently reading. I'm like 60 pages into this thing. It's alright so far. It's got some good moments, but also feels like there's already a ton of filler. That tends to be the thing with the longer Stephen King books. This thing's like 400 something pages. 401 pages. So yeah, usually when a Stephen King book is a little on the longer side, there's a ton of filler. The shorter with Stephen King, the better. Good rule of thumb. But that's what I'm currently reading. Also picked up Different Seasons by Stephen King. I like that I found a couple older mass market paperbacks with the cool painted covers. Not so easy to find these days at Half Price Books for some reason. And then we got The Maltese Falcon. I love this movie. I've probably seen it 10 times. I really dig it. It's about time I read the book, so I'll be reading this one soon-ish. And then I did not notice till now that I bent the back cover of this, but we got What They Don't Teach You at Film School, written by a couple unknowns. So I'm just going to take this with a grain of salt. But I have this new camera that I'm recording my hauls on, and that's really all I've done with it. I want to make short films, and I figured this would be a good book to read, so I'm also probably going to be reading this one very soon. I already poked through it a little bit. To be honest, I went through the first chapter, and it kind of seems like common sense stuff, like just that sort of like, go out there and do it, man, kind of stuff. And then I guess we'll take a look here at some of these books. These are all from Barnes & Noble. I picked up 2 books from Ray Bradbury, The Martian Chronicles and Dandelion Wine. Usually I don't really buy much stuff from Barnes & Noble because it's all expensive, but these mass market paperbacks of Ray Bradbury, they're pretty cheap. They're only $8 and $9, so I figured, you know, it's about what I'd pay on Amazon anyway, so pick those up. Pick this book up. Honestly, I know nothing about this book, and it could be trash for all I know. Most newer books I find I can't really get into, but this one had such a good premise that I picked it up anyways. Usually when I go to Barnes & Noble, honestly, I like to look at a lot of the trends in publishing and what's doing good now. It's boring. I won't drag down the video with it, but that's kind of what I do. I go there, do a little bit of research, and most of the newer books don't really appeal to me, but there was something I just really thought was interesting about this book by Ronald Malfi called Come With Me. Let's see. Aaron Decker's life changes one December morning when his wife Allison is killed. Haunted by her absence and her ghost, Aaron goes through her belongings, where he finds a receipt for a motel room in another part of the country. Piloted by grief and an increasing sense of curiosity, Aaron embarks on a journey to discover what Allison had been doing in the weeks prior to her death. Sounds super interesting. So I went ahead and picked it up, and maybe I'll be reading this one soon. I don't know. I know I say that about a lot of things, but so many books I pick up, they got my curiosity, and I've got hundreds of books I've never read, so there's just some things that keep getting pushed back. And then this one, honestly, only reason I picked this one up is because it's thin, but this is Gwendy's Button Box, a novella by Stephen King and Richard Chismar. I don't really know anything about Richard Chismar, except I see him on Twitter sometimes, and he has the worst takes on stuff. But it was short, and like I said, the shorter with King, the better. So I figured I'd at least try it out. I've heard good things about it. I know you always hear good things about most Stephen King books, and then his newer books, like from like probably 3 or 4 years ago, his book The Outsider, I liked it, but it had so much Trump derangement syndrome in it. And then like his subsequent modern books that came out after that, I haven't read them, but they all, like in all the reviews, at least from honest people, I'll see, yeah, please just stop with the Trump derangement syndrome. So I see that about all of them, except I haven't heard that about this one. I've genuinely heard good things about this one. So this one, I don't think has that stuff in it. We will see, but I'm just really curious with this. So yeah, usually with King, the shorter the better, and the older the better. And then we got some stuff right here from, I think this is a mix of Amazon and eBay. We got the Notes and Commonplace book of H.P. Lovecraft, super short book. If I could even get it to focus. And yeah, I'm not sure whether they went with just generic, just straight up red cover with nothing else on it really, but this is just the like notes on stories and stuff I guess HP never finished, and I think it's also got a little bit of like advice and letters and examples on stuff and his notes and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, I'll let you guys know the verdict once I read it, but this is another one, like I say this in every haul. This will be something I read soon. This will be something I read soon, and it takes me forever to get through them. But I'm doing good. I think I've read 23 books already this year, so I'm ahead of my goal, because my goal was to read 2 a month. So now it's well, it'll be September by the time I upload this, but since it's August, that would have been 16 books, so I'm ahead. Next, we got The Wolf of Wall Street. I love this movie. I watched it on Netflix like in 2013 probably. I love this movie and I haven't seen it since. And then I asked my brother if he ever saw it, and he said no, I never watched it. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm picking this up. But my brother just started his third year maybe of college, and so now between that and work and me having work, our schedules just like do not match at all. So I mean, we hardly had time to watch like a 77-minute movie this past week. That was cutting it close. So I don't know when we're gonna have time for a 179-minute movie, but this is one I'm eager to revisit because I remember I loved it so much. And then we got let's see, we got Cut Me In by Ed McBain. I've read one other book by Ed McBain called The Gutter and the Grave. I loved it, so I want to get more of his books. I've discovered a couple of new authors this year that I really like. One being Ed McBain, even though it was only that one book, I loved it. And the other being Donald E. Westlake. I love both of them. And Hard Case Crime is doing a great job bringing harder to find books back into print. Like, this is the first publication in over 60 years of this book. So I'm glad they do that, and I'm glad they get wonderful painted covers for their books. So yeah, This one, again, is another one I want to read soon. I have so many books I have from Hard Case Crime that I want to read, and so many I want to get from them I haven't bought yet that I want to read. Just so many things I want to read, you guys. I want to quit my job and just read books all day. Well, I kind of want to quit my job and write all day. But then I would also spend a lot more time reading. And then we got Secret Windows by Stephen King. This is like the companion book to his book on writing. This is essays and fiction on the craft of writing. So it's got some interviews in here and some other things, like some introductions to some of his books and just some, I guess, little essays Stephen King's written. I'll show you guys the contents if anybody wants to pause the video and check it out. There's that, and then also the next page has a few more contents if any of you want to check it out. But I believe this book is a little tougher to find, although I picked it up for 12 bucks on eBay, and then I saw they had it at my half-price books for 10 bucks. So, I mean, I heard it's harder to find, but I found it for a solid price. So, yeah. So that's that. And then we got, this is another one from Amazon. Surprised I didn't read this one yet because it's so thin and it's a comic book, but we got issue 3 of The Cosmic Warrior by my friend John Della Rose. Not really horror, but I think you guys, if you like the books I like, I think you guys will definitely like this book. And then also, from John Della Rose, he fulfilled his Indiegogo, Deus Vult, an incredible comic. I had said before that Cosmic Warrior 1 and 2, I said that was John's best book. It might be Deus Vult. And if you like horror, I know for sure you'll like this book. It's not necessarily a horror comic. If you like Conan the Barbarian, like, this is for you. But there's a lot of horror imagery with monsters and demons and skeletons and whatnot. And it's a really wild book. I love this book. I think you guys will all love it too, so check this one out. I think the Indiegogo and the Kickstarter are both closed, but I know John is still selling copies of this book, so you just reach out to John Della Rose, you guys could get this. And the final thing we got is Kino Lorber with their, what is it, Wild Supplies last sale. You guys should have seen me when I was making that unboxing video, you guys, and I kept forgetting the name of the sale. I kept saying going out of print, but it was just Wild Supplies last, and then I would say while in stock lasts or something. Like, I had to start over that video like 40 times. It was like in Disaster Artist when Tommy has to say the line like, "I did not hit her, I did not. Oh, hi, Mark." And he messed it up like 40 times, and so he would just like walk out of there like, "I hit her," and it's like, no, wait, like that was me recording that unboxing. But anyways, we got the Oblong Box starring Vincent Price and Christopher Lee. This is another one that I'm eager to watch, but I've just got so many movies, guys. I thought I had a lot of books I still haven't read. I decided the other day to look through all my movies I haven't even watched. I think I have even more movies than books. If I have like 200 books I haven't read, I probably have like 400 movies I haven't watched. And we also got The Woman in the Window, a Fritz Lang movie. I was going to watch this one the other day, and then I can't remember why I didn't. I think I can't even remember, guys. That was one, like, I could see, like, I started to open the plastic on it. It's cut right here. I know I was going to watch that, and I didn't for some reason. Also picked up The Blues Brothers. This one might have actually been from Amazon, and not, yeah, this was from Amazon, actually. I don't know how they got in the middle of that stack, but yeah, this was from Amazon. Got The Blues Brothers. And also got The Complete Metropolis. And we also got Saint Jack. And the final thing we got is Thieves Like Us. So that was the haul, you guys. I know there are actually quite a few things in this haul, probably more than any of the others that weren't necessarily horror. But thank you all for watching. And like I said, guys, I've got 10 books on Amazon and Kindle down below in the description. So if you need something to add to your haul, check them out, you guys. Let me know what you thought of all these pickups down below in the comments. Don't spoil them, please, for me. And I hope you all have a great day. Peace.